Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. I am going to be painting this totally cute shelf sitter today. It's gigantic. So you probably can't see the whole thing, but it will have a little base at the bottom. It's got the little witch's broom, our cute little toad up top. It's all 3D. And then the sign says, "Witch parking only. Violators will be towed." Like a toad. So any new friends, welcome. My name is Ray. I am the owner here at Dizzy Designer. And I am happy to be here with you all today. So let me go ahead and set this up where I can see it. Let me get you guys pulled up over here on my iPad so I can make sure that I can see comments. As you pop on, make sure that you say hello to me and let me know where you're watching from so that way I can say hi to you. Give me just a quick second here. Seems like every time I try to find you guys on my iPad, oh, here we go. Let me make sure I have no volume on here. Good thing I decided to make sure there was no volume because it was turned all the way up. But I do have you guys pulled up over here now, so when you start commenting, I will be able to see your messages. So I'm going to go ahead and start with, I think, the sitter part of it, which is going to be this big piece right here. And I'm going to, the last one that I did was the witches one, and I did do it in browns. And I said this could go together. I don't want to do it in brown, so I think I'm going to change it up and do this in grays. Goodness, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably make it match since I said they could go together. So let me see if I can remember what I used on that. Maybe like warm buff. You guys, I have no idea. I'm going to stick with my original idea. And I'm just going to do the grays. That's what I'm going to do. Let me grab a plate here real quick. I don't have a plate up yet or out yet. All right. Good morning, Cynthia. How are you doing today? All right, so yes, it could go with the witches one that we did the other day. It absolutely could. They kind of match. I got it tied on here, but it's not working very well for me, so I got to retie it. So it could go with this, but I am going to do my color slightly different on this one to change it up a bit. So I'm going to go ahead and start painting, and I'm going to do my wood look in grays. So like gray, white, and black is probably going to be the colors that I use on this. I'm going to start with just getting those out on my plate here, and then after this we'll move on over to our little toad. All right, how's everybody doing today? I'm gonna get started with the gray, and I'm gonna do, I guess all of it will probably just be gray. I'm gonna go ahead, and I'm not gonna worry too much. You guys probably can't see. I'm doing good, Cynthia. Good morning, Missy. How are you? I'm not going to worry about, if you watched me paint the last one, we did like streaks up and down on it. Well, I think we did sideways on the last one. Good morning, Tracy. But you don't have to worry about filling in the entire piece because we're going to go through with the black and the white, and we're going to mix it all in and kind of give it a wooden look. So gives it like that grain look. And you don't have to worry too much about doing your 3D, like underneath your 3D parts, because they are going to be covered. This is gigantic. For those of you just hopping on, we're doing this cute little shelf sitter that's going to say, "Witch parking only, violators will be towed." It's got the cute little broomstick and then a cute little toad. Hello, Pauline. I'm good. How are you doing today? I'm just going to continue along down this bottom part with the same sort of process. And right now it just looks kind of like a mess, but when we're all done with it, it'll all look good. Just got to trust the process. Thank you, Pauline. I appreciate that. Hey, Lindsay. Happy Friday. All right. So there's my first little coat layer. And then I'm going to go in with some white while it's still wet, so it kind of blends a little bit, but I don't want it to blend all the way. And you can keep coming back over this as many times as you need to blend it how you want it to look. So it might look a little bit like we've got chunky spots. As we're going along, like right now, you've got a huge difference between the white and the gray. Happy Friday, Elizabeth. How are you? But we'll just keep going over it and re-blending, so don't worry about that right now. The good thing about paint is that you can make it exactly what you want it to be when you're finished with it. And if you don't like something that you've done, you can just paint right back over top of it and start again. So the last one that we did, well, I did it in my class on Monday night. So if you were in that group, you saw the little witch, the door hanger with the witch's hat. Hi, Brandy. Good morning. Thank you. And that one I did in browns, but this one I wanted to do a little bit different, so I'm using the grays. I know you guys can't see much on here right now. It's because this is such a big piece. I didn't realize that it was so big when I was cutting it. I should size it down a bit. But I will move it around so that you guys can see it in just a second. All right, let me hold it up back here a little bit. Maybe you guys can see it better. So there's where we're at right now. I am gonna go back in with a little bit of gray while this white, or the white, sorry, is still wet. And I'm just gonna mix some more gray in there to kind of blend it a little bit better and not have it so distinctive, I guess, between the two colors. I don't want it blended all the way though, because then it will just look like, you know, one color, and we don't want that. We do want to have the different variations. Thank you all so much for all the hearts. All right. Hi Shirley, I actually cut these myself on my Glowforge, so they will be available on my website soon. I'm having trouble finding boxes to fit them. I had ordered some, but then I got an email that they're on back order for quite a while, so I'm still trying to find something else so that I can get them back up on the website so that you guys can order. I'm hoping to find something this weekend and then have them back up over the weekend or next week for sure. All right, I think I'm liking it just like it is here. I'm gonna add just a tiny bit and make it look easy. Thanks, Missy. It's not hard. It's not too hard at all. All right, so here we go again. And again, I'm not gonna worry about where the 3D pieces are gonna go. Good morning, April, how are you? Shirley asks, do I ship to Canada? Shirley, I have not shipped to Canada yet, but I certainly would look into it for you if you are interested. So just send me a message and I can look into that. Sorry, I needed a drink. All right, I'm gonna move this big guy out of the way. I'm running out of space. I'm gonna put it over here and let that dry. And then let's start on our cute little toad. Oh, you could be better. I'm sorry, April. I hope that the day gets better for you. All right, so I pulled out a whole bunch of colors over here today because I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. So I got 3 different greens here. I've got festive green, sour apple, and leaf green. All of those are from Deco Art. And then I've got wasabi from Anita's. I think we're gonna do like a brighter green on the top of the frog, maybe. I think maybe we'll do this. Festive green and the Anita's. Oh, I thought I missed something, but I think that it just popped up again. All right, I think I'm gonna do the festive green on my background. suffering with herniated disc pinching. Oh goodness, April, I'm sorry to hear that. That's not any fun. All right. And I will for my smaller pieces use my little sponge method still, because it's definitely keeps things cleaner, but I'm not selling these pieces. I'm just putting them up in my house and painting them to kind of give you guys an example of what you could do with yours if you decide to purchase the kits. So I'm not too worried about them getting sloppy on the edges. Good morning, Nancy. As I say that and then I get it sloppy on the edges and I feel like I don't like it. So I'm sorry, I'm gonna go back into my sponge method. So just using a little makeup sponge. Let me move my comments off the screen on the phone so I can make sure, there you go, that I can see what you guys are saying, or so that you guys can see what I'm doing. And I can see what you're saying over here on my iPad. So this is just a little makeup sponge. Dip it in my paint and then pounce it on my piece. And anybody that has purchased my kits or watches me usually do these knows that I typically do MDF, but I was out of wood or out of MDF when I cut these for myself. So they are cut out of wood, but if you order them when I get them up on the website, they'll be cut from the MDF, which I think paints way nicer than the wood. So there's my little background of my frog. You can see the wood grain in there, so I don't like that. With the MDF, it's nice and smooth. All right, then for the front portion of my frog, I am going to do green. Here's another thing too. So when I use this is thicker. I use 1/8 inch MDF when I cut my pieces to sell. Oh goodness, I just about lost his eyeball. But I only had 1/4 inch wood, so I cut my own out of that. So I lost my little eye pieces. So this is slightly different than what yours would look like. I am going to go back, crap, I think I busted it. I'm gonna go back on here and I'm gonna paint this top part white, so that way on his eyes, it looks like, you know, he has the whites in his eyes. Otherwise he's gonna look really funky with that green behind there. I had forgotten about that when I started this, so I apologize. And it's still a little bit wet, so it's gonna, he's gonna have a little bit of a lighter green eyeball, it looks like. I'll go back over that with a second coat in just a bit. Okay, so for the top of my frog, I'm gonna use the, I think it was Wasabi, yep, from Anita's. And I'm gonna paint right over the whole thing right now, but then I'm gonna come back through and do the center of his eyes in black. Oh, I'm missing. Good morning, Lori. Good morning, Terry. Good morning, Marcy. So I did get to talk to Buddy last night. They're in Las Vegas. They were going to California, but everything that they wanted to do, they were gonna go to Sequoia and to, oh, where else were they gonna go? Yosemite. They couldn't because of the wildfires. So they rerouted and went to Las Vegas. They slept in the middle of the desert the other night. Good morning, Brenda. But they're in Vegas now, and so he is like having the time of his life because he's wanted to go to Vegas forever. I told him he had to wait till he was older, but he's there now and he's super excited about it. So today is 1 week since he left, and we've got a little over a week to go before he's back home, so I'm gonna do his little nose piece here in just a little bit darker green. Give him some dimension. And then, I feel like my comments disappear on my iPad where they don't on my phone. How do I get them back? There we go. I think I should do a little bit of like a red. I've got True Red right here from Deco Art. I'm gonna do just a tiny little bit for his mouth. Sorry guys, this is going to take a little concentration. All right. Those little 3D pieces are starting to come undone. So there's my little frog. Let me set it on top of here and see how that looks. Still got to change. Still got to add the white on this. It's not down far enough. Let me do that real quick. Thank you, Brenda. I think he's going to be adorable. I didn't paint the white down far enough to go to cover his eyeball part, so we're going to add some more here and hope that I get it in the right spot, and then I might have to go back through and cover up a little bit in the green. All right, so I'm just gonna move those pieces out of the way now. Let those ones dry. Thank you, Pauline. Let's see. Let's do our broomstick first, or next, I should say, not first. And I'm gonna do this in black. I think the handle's gonna be done in black. I don't wanna get that. Let me find a different brush. Good morning, Vicky. Guys, if you pop on or you make a comment and I don't say hi to you or I don't respond, it's just because I missed it while I'm painting, but I do come back through later and make sure that I say hi to everybody. Hi, Christina. So don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I may just miss you as we're live, but I will come back through and say hello or answer any questions or whatever as well. Good morning, Aunt Tam. All right, so there's our broom. I am gonna go, let me see here. Does this cover the whole thing? Oh, it does, so I don't have to worry about that. So I'm gonna be done with the black then on that part. Put this out of the way. And then, oh goodness, on the last broom that we did, should I do this in grays too? Should the broom head be done in grays, or should I do that like in browns and yellows? I've got some yellows and some, let's see. Let me show you the last one that I did. So the one that I did on my project last week was done like this in these colors. Should I do those same colors, or should I make it grays to kind of go with the wood color that we're doing on our background? I'll go over here to this first of all. And your letters, if you order this kit, will look much nicer. Good morning, Ray. Love your name. This, like I said, I had to cut it on thicker wood, and it was cut on wood, not MDF. So my pieces are all busted apart. Yes, you like that. Keep it the same. Okay, I will do that. I'm going to move on to this part first just because I've got it out and ready to go. And I'm going to make this look like the background that we did on the big piece. So just the grays and whites. And I'm just going to go across my board and spread some gray, and then I'll come back through with the white. And so you don't have to worry about, if you're following along or you watch the replay to paint yours the same, you do not have to worry about if you don't get it all, I lost my train of thought, guys. If you don't get it all covered in the first go through, okay? Because we're gonna add some white in here and kind of blend it together. And so we're gonna go into the white. All of these cutouts are really cute. Thanks, Pauline. I know, I like them. When I started out, I loved doing just the flat door hangers, and I still do a little bit, but I love these 3D pieces. They're so fun. So that's kind of what I'm on right now, is the 3D pieces for a bit. I did just get some more designs though, for like the flat cutouts that I'll be doing soon for fall. Those are cute, but for the most part, I think the 3D ones are a little bit more fun, so that's kind of what I'm sticking with. Okay, you see what I'm doing there? Where the gray's missing, where we're seeing just the wood, I'm going in with my white. And then when I get done with the white, I'll go back in with gray and kind of blend it together more if I want to in certain places, so it doesn't stick out so much. And then I think when I'm all done, I'm going to come through here with some black and kind of distress it a little bit. All right, I think I got all the wood covered. Let me grab a little bit more gray. You can go back over this as many times as you want to get the right look that you're looking for. I kind of think that I like it just like that. So I'm going to leave this for now to dry, and then once it's dried, if I see that, you know, I want more on there or want to add any more details, I can do that. Then we'll go over here and work on our letters, and I'm just going to do the words in black to make them stand out, but I do want to I want to lay them out, because if you've watched before, you know that I'm known to paint the wrong side. So what does it say? It says which parking, where's my ing at? Only, so O-N-L-Y, whoops. And then violators will be towed. All right, so I think I got them laid out correctly. Is the frog available separate? It's not. It's just it goes to the sitter. So right now I don't have a separate tote available. Let me grab a new sponge so that I can do my black on the letters. I'm gonna get a little bit more on my plate here. I think I'm gonna need it. All right. April says, sticking them on tape makes it easier to paint. Yep, that might. If you like to do that, you can absolutely put them on some tape. I don't usually have a problem other than I end up painting the wrong side. Didn't see this DI kit in the shop. It's not available right now, Brenda, because it's too big for the boxes that I have in stock. And the new boxes that I ordered are on back order. So I'm actually going to be looking for a different set of boxes so that I can get it back in the shop for you guys, hopefully this weekend. I don't want you guys ordering something that I can't actually ship out to you. If you're local, though, I know I do have some local people that follow me. If it's something that you want and you're wanting to do like a porch pickup, just message me and I can invoice it for you right now, and then I'll get it on the website again, hopefully this weekend. Let's see here, trying to find... All right, just wanted to check on my time real quick. Can't wait to be able to order them from you. I'm so sorry, guys. Like I said, I had it on the website, and then I had somebody order it, and I didn't have a box. I had to break up a box that I had received an order in to ship it out, and so I had to take it down so that I can get boxes. Typically, I wouldn't come on and do one live that I couldn't sell to you, but I already had planned this one and had been telling everybody I was going to paint it, so I did not want to change that up. I just figured another couple of days and I'll be able to have it listed. maybe even today, if I get a lunch break today, maybe I can find boxes, the right size boxes while I'm on lunch. All right, there's all of my letters. I'm gonna lay my frog back over my, okay, so see what I mean? I wanted to have the white behind his eyes, so I had to go back through and paint, but this part is a little bit sticking out, so I'm just gonna go back through there and cover that with the green, so that way you don't see that sticking out from underneath there. There we go, let that dry. All right, so I had different votes, guys. I had some people say do it the same, some people say do it different. And it was pretty much tied up. So, hi Richard and Sherry. Probably Sherry, but if it's Richard, hello Richard. Let's see. Go with the grays, change it up a bit. I'm thinking that if I do the brown on it, let me show you the background of it. I think that's gonna clash. I don't think it's gonna be, it's not gonna look as good as it could if we do that. So I think I am gonna stick with the grays. So here's what our background's gonna look like. If I paint our brush like that, I don't know, maybe it does look all right. I think maybe we will go with that. I thought it would clash, but we'll go with that. Since we were pretty tied up on comments, I will do that. Let me see if I can figure out what colors I used on there. I think I did nutmeg brown and then some yellows. So we'll try that and get it as close as I can to the same color as I did on that first one. Hi, Dad! Or Preston, whichever one of you has the iPad. All right, so I'm gonna add some brown to my plate here. Grays and purple accent on the broom. Black with gray and white. Oh, you guys are starting to add more. Okay, so maybe, all right. I don't know, I was gonna do the other way, but now I think I'm getting more comments for the grays on the broom. So let's do that. Let me get some gray. This was black. Okay, we want this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the grays on here, and then I'll add in some black and white. And the good thing is if we don't like it when we put it together, that's what I was thinking, was the yellows, the mustard yellows and the brown, but we'll see what it looks like with the gray, because I did have more comments come in for the gray. So we'll try it out, and if we don't like it, we'll go back through and we'll change it to look more like the other one. So I did the same kind of method. I didn't cover every single piece, and then I'll go in, where's my white at, with some white, and then we'll add some black in there. It just gives it dimension to have more than one flat color. Let's see, I think this one's got white on it. Sorry guys, just concentrating on getting my white in the right spots. So there we have it right now. And then what I can do is come back in here with, oops, some black and mix that in as well. And I am gonna add, I think, purple again. I kind of like the purple with the green for this part, and maybe we'll mix some purple in the broom head as well, kind of like I did on that other one. I like it when I paint and I get all colorful, I think. Oh, I was gonna say, I think I have something on my cheek. I could see something. All right, so then I'm gonna add a little tiny bit of black. And let me do, I'm actually gonna use my chip brush for the black. So I just put some paint on there. I'm gonna dab a little bit off on my towel, and then Hi Sheila from sunny Florida. Gonna add this through here. And now I love it. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you can, I don't think the camera really does it any justice, but it just kind of blended it together perfectly and gave it a little bit of like a distressing look on there. So I think that we're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna let it dry just a tiny bit so that I can come back over it and do my purple in just a minute. And I think I'm gonna have to do a second coat on my frog here. And I just accidentally mixed black in with my green, darn it. All right, that should be good. Sheila says, looks great. Thank you, Sheila. And I might add another coat of this green too and brighten him up. Plus that second coat just kind of covers that wood grain a little bit better. I gotta keep an eye on my time, guys, because I am in the Craft Around the Clock group today, so let me close this down. I got about 15 more minutes. The next presenter will be on in 15 minutes. A little difficult to go back through and add a second coat after I've already got my eyeballs and everything on here, so I'll have to go back and repaint my black because I went over top of it with my sponge, but that's a-okay. Ah, that piece is busted off. All right. He is gonna look so stinking cute. Let me line up my words here. Actually, no, let me do this. Let's do a little bit of that black on here. Ooh, a little bit extra there in that spot. I got a little bit carried away with that, so I'm gonna grab another one. I have another one of these brushes and I'm gonna go in it and do the white the exact same way that I just did the black to tone it down a bit, because that there, I like it like that. What do you guys think? Parking only. Hi Carol, newbie from Virginia, welcome. Violators will be, where's my tea at? Oh, here it is. Okay, so there's our sign, what that will look like. I love it. Now that we've got that on there, I'm gonna stick this behind me so I don't knock those letters around. And then we're gonna go in, we're gonna add some black and white on the background of this, kind of like we did with the other parts. Thank you, Sheila, I appreciate that. there is with the black on there, and then we'll add some of the white and get it looking just right. Just gives it kind of like a rustic look, I think. All right. Still kind of dark right there, but I think I kind of like it. Just gives it a different, add a little bit in there. There we go. And then we'll go back through and probably need a second coat of black on our broomstick here. And then we can add our details real quick because we're running out of time. I think we probably have like 10 minutes or less. Let me look at that again. Got exactly 10 minutes, so. All right, I'm gonna move that out of the way. And we're gonna go over here and we're gonna add some purple. All right, I grabbed two different purples. Let's see. I grabbed this lighter purple, which is Purple Petal, and then I grabbed Purple Rain, and both of these are from Deco Art. Let's go with the lighter purple to start. I feel like the lighter purple covers better. Do we want to add some purple into our broom as well, or should we just leave it the grays? And I just took that darker purple and added some streaks in there to break that up a little bit. Sheila, the cutout, I cut it out on my Glowforge, and I will have it up on my website hopefully this week. I'm just waiting on boxes big enough to be able to ship it. We got Shirley saying add some into the broom. Missy says leave it. So we need a tiebreaker. I need somebody else to comment and let me know what you think we should do. Let's see, I'll show you what it looks like on here. So there's where we're at right now if we don't add any purple onto the broom. But then there's also this, I was just thinking while I was redoing this, there's these little parts here. I could add some color into that. Oops, I'm getting some more comments here. Karen says leave it too. So I think we're gonna leave it. Sheila, the kit would be it's $25 for the cutout. And then shipping is $8 free if you spend 100 or more on the website. All right, so let me kind of put it all together so that you guys can see where we're at. I do notice that I need to paint black underneath here because of these cutouts. So let me do that real quick. Oops, I need more black. So sometimes you do need to just paint your whole 3D piece just so that you don't see underneath. But here we go, that's better. A little bit higher here. Got just a few more minutes. Let me move the paint tray out of the way here and line up our little toad and see how he looks. I think he is pretty darn perfect. Let me move him this way. I know you guys can't see the whole thing. He is giant, like I said. That's why I don't have a box big enough for him right now. He is, and this doesn't have the base on it yet either. He's about 19 inches. So that's why you can't see the whole thing. Let me move him up this way maybe. There you go. So there he is. I don't know, now that I've got it on here, I'm thinking maybe we do need to add a little bit of purple in here, streaked through, to kind of make that stand out a little bit from the background. What do you guys think? And then here's our witch parking. I'm gonna do another coat on this, on the words. But there we have it, guys. What do you think? I think, ooh, it's the toad sign. Yours should be there soon, Rose. It shipped out on Wednesday. So Karen says, leave it, add it into the broom. Yeah, maybe. Good morning from Las Vegas. You guys see Buddy's on there. Hi, Buddy, I miss you. I'm gonna add a little bit of purple in here. Hopefully it's just a little bit. Hopefully I can maintain my, where did my purple brush go? Here it is. Should come today. Awesome. Tammy says, love it. Karen says, looks great. Good morning, Mom. I got all my family watching me from Las Vegas this morning. All right, I'm gonna add just a little bit, hopefully, of purple in here. Lisa's in Las Vegas. That's where she lives. Awesome. That's where my boy's at this morning. All right, there it is with a little bit of purple in there. Let me maybe add just a little bit of the darker purple too. I do have to keep an eye on my time because I feel like it either goes, yep, we got like 3 minutes left, guys. Add just a little bit of this darker purple to give it a little bit more dimension. Rose, you'll have to share your toad when you're done painting it. Or your sign, your whole sign, not just your toad, but. All right, there we go with that little bit on there. Let me pull it back here and show you guys again. I think that is exactly what it needed. Just that little bit of purple kind of makes it stand out a little bit more. Oh, Pauline says, good morning, buddy. Are you in the comments chatting with people? Look at you. He's missing his friends. All right, guys, there we go. There we have it. Let me see. I don't want to jump off here too quick, but we've got about 2 more minutes. So, I will try to get this listed on the website this weekend. I do need to find some boxes so I can make sure I can ship it out to you guys. I don't remember who it was that asked about Canada, but yes, I can look into shipping to Canada for you as well. It is $25 for the cutout and then $8 shipping. Can I flip the camera? I can sometimes if I can figure it out. Let's see. Oops, that's not the right button. It always takes a minute. Oops, goodness. Do I not have the option again? Sometimes I don't have the option on my phone. It's not here today, guys. I can't flip it today. I'll take a picture of it though and post it when we're done. My website is www.dizzydesigner.com. Magic wand, tools, and flip. Yeah, it's not there. Sometimes, nope, that's not it. Oh, here we go. There we go. It's just me, it's user error. I just don't know what I'm doing. What kind of glue gun do I use? So when I actually glue these pieces on, I use the E6000 or the B7000 glue. I don't use the hot glue for these because it just sticks better, I think. But if you want to use the hot glue gun, you can. Mine is just, it's an old glue gun. Let me see. This is the one that I use. I need to get a new one, but I haven't ordered one yet. Let's see. What does it say? Are you talking about the sign? It says, which parking only violators will be towed. Magic wand. Oh, that was Rose. Thank you. Do you paint? Sheila, what are you asking? I don't understand your question. You can glue right over top of the paint with the E6000. All right, guys, it is actually 9:30, so I need to get off here for the next presenter. So if you're in the Craft Around the Clock group, make sure you hop on over and watch their project, and I will get this up on the website soon. Thank you guys so much for hanging out today. I hope you have a fabulous weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye, everybody. Oops, if I can figure out how to shut you off, I'm stuck in my wand thing here. There we go. All right, bye, guys.